The 10th annual Dallas-Fort Worth Walk Now for Autism Speaks fundraising event will take place on October 18th at Texas Motor Speedway. And here to tell us a little bit more, Garrett Newman of Autism Speaks, and he's also a fellow autism dad, and Olay Allen, a fellow autism mom. Good morning to you both. How are you?
Good morning. Real good.
Well, I had a chance to go out to Texas Motor Speedway last year and participate in the walk. We go every year. What a neat experience to be there with so many families dealing with autism and their supporters and their support networks around them, literally walking around the track at Texas Motor Speedway. It's really a fascinating event. Tell me a little bit about this year's event.
Well, we had about 10,000 people show up, and one of my favorite parts of it is sometimes raising a kid with autism can be isolating. It can be tough. It's also some of the best moments of my life. But when you show up and there's that many people, a whole team of people around you supporting you and helping you, it's a game changer.
I think every year I've gone out, I've at some point in time actually shed tears, because as a parent dealing with a child with autism, sometimes you do feel very alone. And when you see that many people out there loving and supporting people, it really does make a difference. What's the experience been like for you?
Well, last year was my second year, so this will be my third year out participating in the walk, and I love it. Just all the families out there, the companies that come out and support. It's just a great experience.
It's a great way to raise funds for Autism Speaks, which does some incredible things. One of the things I always point to that Autism Speaks does is their 100-day kit. People say, what do I do if my child is diagnosed? Where should I turn? On the Autism Speaks website, which you said has just been recently redone and revamped, they have this 100-day kit that literally gives you a step-by-step approach to dealing with a new diagnosis, but they do so many other things, right? Tell me about Autism Speaks.
That's right. There are a whole bunch of things that Autism Speaks does, from science and research. One of the big news things is lately we found out that early intervention can make such a difference in kids. Literally, if early intervention under 3 years old, you get the right therapies, many kids have no traces of autism. And that's why we're here today, to be able to talk about that. Also, advocacy, family services, and just awareness, letting people know about autism, what it is.
And so, Olay, tell me a little bit about your child and how they came to be diagnosed and what resources you've received from Autism Speaks. How have they helped you?
Okay, my son is 12 now. He was diagnosed right when he turned 3. Actually found out through the schools. The nurse wanted to monitor him, and we went to that's how we discovered he had autism. He was nonverbal when he started school back in Oklahoma City, and that was actually the founding year. Autism Speaks was founded 2003.
Yeah. And one of the things I think is so great about Autism Speaks and the website, if you're having questions about what autism may look like, what red flags you should look out for, they even have videos that kind of show you the difference between a typical child and a child that may have autism. If you have some concerns, I was the one who told my son's pediatrician that he needed to be evaluated. So for parents, that early intervention and really recognizing the signs early and getting them help is key. And the website helps do that, right?
Yeah, autismspeaks.org is the website. And any questions that you have about autism, you can go there, search it, and there's tons of resources.
And one of the great things the walk does here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there's a huge resource fair out there, so while you're waiting to walk around or maybe afterwards, you can go pick up information from all the local places that do support families with autism, which is another great aspect of the walk, right?
Yeah, that was a game changer for my family, because my little guy would run away. He'd run away from home to go find a dog. And we found a service dog there, and we were able to get a dog to be at home for him. And it's life-changing, game-changing, because of Maverick the dog, and we found it at the Autism Speaks resource fair.
And I'll tell you another situation of just, like you said, 10,000 people who aren't judging. Kids are having meltdowns, maybe doing a lot of flapping, a lot of stimming, and all of us kind of get it. And it is a very safe place that does make you feel supported. And you guys have a website on Facebook, right? Tell me about your Facebook page.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts, what I get to do is help run our Facebook page. And there is a whole online of community, people all over the Metroplex. They're helping each other, the latest news, what's coming out. And so I'd like to invite anybody to be a part of that. That's facebook.com www.autismspeaks.dfw.
Very cool. And I know we formed our team. Team Will be at it again, raising money for this great walk because there's so many great resources, and we love what Autism Speaks does in terms of awareness and helping families, because you as you both know, you feel very alone and afraid. A lot of people don't give you hope when you get that diagnosis, but Autism Speaks certainly has been able to do that for so many families, right?
Absolutely.
Well, so much great information. Of course, for more information about this year's Autism Speaks Walk, visit autismspeaks.org or check out their Facebook page. All right, we'll be right back with more broadcast after this.